Well, good evening, Steve, Danella, Bobby. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good to be here.
Good. Well, thank you for taking a little time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes talking with us about the ministry there in Thailand. I know there's a lot that we'd like to talk about, but we only have a few minutes. So maybe you can start out by sharing with us a little something about what God's been doing there through Under the Sun Ministries.
Well, Jim, first of all, we'd like to thank you for giving us this opportunity to share what God's been doing here in Thailand. Since we've been here, we've seen a lot of amazing things and the way God's been working. And every time that we tell our stories to other Americans here, they're just so moved by what we've been able to do and stuff. So it's really been great. I think one of the biggest things that we've seen what God's plan for us here was right after the first week we got here, when we were introduced to Titus and Nawa and the parents at Gethsemane Home. They had, just a little over a month before we got here, they'd taken on these several orphans, and they did not have any sponsors for them. And so since that time, we've got to know and love them, and we are totally supporting that home at this time. And also, since we've gotten here, Titus, he works with some of the hill tribe villages and with his ministry there, and we've been able to go visit those ministries and those villages, and it's just been really a great time of seeing God work in our lives and basically just trusting in what He's leading us to do.
Awesome. Well, it's really obvious, Steve, that God's been working in a mighty way through your willingness to trust Him. And I know you guys talked a lot about trust when you spoke about making the decision to move and to become missionaries in Thailand. Maybe you can share with us just a little bit about the recent Gethsemane Home building project and how you really had to trust God in getting that project started.
Well, we began to see that the bamboo kitchen really needed replaced because the roof was getting holes in it, and before the rainy season comes, it needed to be replaced. And also, the boys were getting too old to be in the same room as the girls, so we felt like they needed their own living space. So we knew that it was going to take $17,000, and we weren't sure how long that was going to take. But within a few weeks of praying about the building and just trusting that God was going to give us those funds to do that, a couple stepped up and gave us $10,000.
Awesome.
So after that, we began working on the house, and hopefully it will be done before we come home in June.
Great. How can we help with that? How can the churches in Northwest Missouri partner to help you get that project completed before you get home?
Well, first of all, we always appreciate all the prayers that you guys have lifted up in our behalf, and that's always important to us. But financially, we're still about $6,000 short of reaching our goal, and we would really like to see this project completed before we come home for the summer. They have told us that they can complete it by that time if the funds are there, and so we want to be there, be a part of that, and just oversee the project as it comes near completion. And so that's our main goal, what we'd like to do. So we're just asking the churches there in Northwest Missouri if they would like to partner with us to make all this possible.
Excellent. Well, thank you for letting us know about this need, and I'm hopeful that we can all promptly consider that and pray about how God might be asking us to partner with you in that effort. Can certainly understand how you'd like to probably see that completed before you head home. Let's talk a little bit about your upcoming trip to the United States. I don't know that I can really say your trip home because it's more of a visit for you. But can you share with us a little bit about maybe what you plan to accomplish during your visit and just some of your goals and how we can be a part of that? I know lots of people want to see you.
Well, we will arrive in the U.S. on June the 5th, and we will first spend a week in California with our older daughter, Billy, and her husband, Curtis. And Billy will be graduating from Fuller Theological Seminary, so we want to spend a week with them. Then on June 12th, we're going to return to Missouri, and we'll be in Missouri for 7 weeks before we come back to Thailand. And during that time, our main goal is to visit as many of the area churches as we can, to be able to share with all of you what God has been doing here since we have moved here. And we would love to visit your congregations, maybe even possibly be a part of your VBS. And we're open to any time that you have available, that's still available on our calendar. And if you might be interested in this, Jim has our calendar and would be happy to put you in our calendar and be able to come visit with you.
Absolutely, yes. That's I've got that, and would love to help anybody to get that scheduled. And let me just say, it's been great talking to you this evening. I know we only had a few minutes. Would love to talk for a lot longer, but let me just personally say thank you. Thanks for giving to the Lord in this ministry, and you're really an encouragement to many. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Looking forward to seeing you.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us tonight?
I don't think so. I guess the main thing is that we want to express how much of encouragement you guys have been to us since we've been over here, and we just we are really looking forward to getting back to the States and getting back home and visiting as many people as we possibly can while we're there.
Please keep praying for us.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for taking the time, and we will see you soon.
Thank you, Jim.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.